Welcome, everybody. I was going to say, welcome with the W. I'm just like, this is Tap Vapes. This is a review on a product, or I'd say products, uh, which are coincide together. But I wanted to get something straight real quick. I want to say this fast. All right, I'm starting my timer now to make sure my videos are short because I do cram in a lot of information because I don't edit, not because I don't want to. I used to, and I paid almost $1,000 for the software to edit, and I lost all my stuff. After I got all my logos and all my stuff made and all that stuff, like I deleted it all, and I mean it's just a big old mess. So I got to go back in and edit new logos, new banners, new intros, and all that stuff. So I just put down basics for now. So don't think that this is just a cheap channel just because of the way it's made. You know what I mean? So I want to get something clear real quick. So you guys know about YouTube reviews, okay? So basically, I'm going to tell you, I'm not your average reviewer. I'm going to say this, and I didn't want to have to bring it up, but the reason I do those reviews is because I know. And how I know about products and how things work and all that stuff is because I own a vape shop. I have for many, many, many years. Ever since vaping first became popular. Like, not like super popular or not unpopular. You know what I mean? It was kind of in between. So I was selling the old Aspire. What tank is that? It was the first sub-ohm tank ever made. I don't remember what it's called. It started with Atlantis. I think it was the Atlantis. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, that was a big seller, huge. So when sub-ohm vaping come out, anyway, long story short, I will not ever disclose my shop name or shops, whatever you want to say. I have multiple businesses, so that's not the whole point. But anyway, I'm here to give you raw. I don't edit my videos for a reason because for no reason, if I mess up or anything like that, you need to see that people do mess up. If I hit the wrong button on a mod, it's not because I don't know the mod. So I want to basically tell you this. So basically the way it works with big YouTubers is they get sent a product, and they'll even say it in their description before. Some of them will even tell you flat out it's a paid review, you know what I mean? And the ones that say it's not paid, all right, basically they get a prototype or a bunch of them usually, between 1 and 6 of them or something like that, depending on who you are, and they do a review. And they usually in the beginning of the video, I'm only going to take about 5 to 10 minutes to talk about this, then I'll get into the rest of the stuff, so I'll make that short. But so think about it this way. They tell you at the beginning of the video, I don't think this is what the finished package is going to look like. And right there should tell you they're doing a review on something, so you're basing your opinion, whether or not you like something, and they're basing their opinion off of a non-finished product. It's basically a prototype. If you've seen the popular YouTubers come out with their own products, and they'll sit there and say, like, oh, I can't promote it because it's my own product, and this and this and this. But at the same time, like, what they're doing is they get sent multiple prototypes. Anyway, basically, so my old channel had 63,000 subscribers on it. The reason I lost that channel is because of my giveaways. I was doing so many giveaways that they basically kept saying it was clickbait and this and this stuff, which it was not artificial traffic jam. I was literally giving stuff away. Like even other channels, like my gaming channels. Look at this. Here's $10,000 worth of PlayStation store cards right here in a freezer bag, and the rest. I gave away over $30,000 on PlayStation stuff. Not more than that, probably. I can't even begin, but I've added those up. There's over $31,000 or something in that box of cards. So, and I got other boxes and plenty of stuff that I've done, but I'm not going to get into that. So listen. So basically, have you ever seen a reviewer give something a solid 10? I very rarely ever see it. You want to know why? Because if for some reason you get that product and they leave a little bit of wiggle room right there, and sometimes they'll say like, "Oh, I give it an A minus," or I would have gave it an A, but a subjective con. So when they say subjective con, it's not really saying, it's their way of saying like it's wrong, it's bad, or it's just their opinion because they're nitpickers and like they don't like something. Like everybody likes different kind of cars, everybody likes different kinds of everything, so everyone's going to be different, whether it be the type of juice they use. I mean, the list goes on and on. So that's not the point I'm trying to make. But the point I'm trying to make is, what I do is if like on my other channel I was receiving them, but I've redone my channel. I've started from scratch. I changed my Instagram, Twitter, all my social media. I started from scratch on this channel. So when because I own a vape shop. I know I deal a lot with China distributors and stuff like that. So I know a lot of stuff before it comes out, when it's being made, what they're coming out with, and so these other people. So it's a really tight knit community. So once you're in there, you're in there. But basically, I take the prototypes, which are the original ones, until they're in their final packaging, and I've used them or sold them or know how they work and went through extreme testing with them. I will not do a review on something that I don't 100% back or wouldn't buy or use myself. Anything I review on this channel, I use personally. I have one here always, and that's what I use. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, I use some mech mods and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into mech mods right away, not until later on. You know what I mean? But I do have quite a few mech mods that I like. I'm not super into mech mods, but we're not gonna get into all that. So basically, what I'm telling you is that you're getting raw, uncut, real reviews from me. So when I get the different mods, I get between 3 and 6 of them usually, depending on what mod. Some of them I only get 3, some I only get 2, depending on what product it is, or you know what I mean, or anything. I'll take one, take it completely apart, rip it all apart, check out how it's made, check the thickness of it, the materials it's made out of, rip out the chipset, PCB, whatever you want to call it. Check out the screens. I mean, I do so much testing, and then another mod, I'll do all the electronic testing, how accurate it is, reading the ohms, how accurate the temperature control modes are, the wattages, the best batteries for them, and then I'll take another one and do a rub out on it. And if you don't know what a rub out is, not a lot of people do, but it's basically taking a mod or kit, whatever, and doing everything completely wrong with it that you're not supposed to do. Charging with a charging cable, putting super high builds on it, or pushing it to the limit, basically doing everything you're not supposed to do in a safe way. I'm not putting myself in harm's way, but I push the limits with it to see what it's capable of. So long story short, once the product comes out in its final packaging, because a lot of them, because when they send in pre-production versions, everyone in popular YouTubers like complain about certain things, then most likely that something's going to change in it. So when that final product comes out, it's not going to be the same product they were rated before. So they're putting out stuff ahead of time so they can get more views. So that's not my goal here, but I mean, I would like a lot of views and that help, but I'm just saying, for a final product, I mean, it takes a few months for it to come out and stuff like that. The mod that I'm about to review now and the other mod, besides the Asia Southern and stuff like that, they're a lot, like 99% of shops aren't carrying them or don't have them in yet. Like, I called all around my whole entire city area, and like I only found this one. I had to drive 2 hours to get this mod, so I didn't have to order one. But I am working on getting them in my shop, because I focus in my shop a lot on custom and very high end and the best box mods and stuff like that. Most shops just carry whatever's convenient and they can get fastest and the cheapest and stuff like that. But anyway, I just want to get that away. It's been 7 minutes, so we've been talking for this for 7 minutes. So I will say this: the genre I'm in right now, and the way this works is, the reason I've been doing all these single battery mods is because most veteran vapors or like hobbyists or just like chain vapors, anybody's usually using a single battery mod. Like for instance, if I'm holding this Drag 2, which I have an extra one, if someone wants it, by all means, I don't care. Same exact one as this. I have it here, brand new in the box. I don't care. I never mentioned it. But it's big. It's clunky. It's a dual 18650. Or you can get a dual 21700. It's super heavy. It's very uncomfortable. Do I use it at home? Sure. At the shop? Sure. Or somewhere. But if I'm going anywhere, or most of the time, I have a single battery mod in my hand that's comfortable, ergonomic, and that's it. And at the most, I'll carry around the extra little case of batteries and a little 15 mil bottle of juice, or sometimes 30 mil. But this mod I'm bringing up next, I'll talk about it in a minute. Let's just go ahead and jump into this mod. So basically, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and my background. I didn't want to have to tell you guys that stuff, but I do have my own juice line. So pretty soon, for all the reviewers I know, I'm gonna once I get everything straightened out, I'm gonna be sending out stuff to get. I'm not doing any self promotion on my channel whatsoever. I don't want to be that person. So once my juice line's out and I have my online store and stuff set up and everything will be all right. But as of now, my giveaways, I do a lot of giveaways. So more than probably mostly anybody. So the thing is, legally I have to charge you a fee. So as of now, you have to pay for shipping. which I'm about to set up a PayPal on there and stuff. But all you have to, I'm going to set up a Patreon account, okay? But my Patreon will not be like everybody else's. With my Patreon, you're not just going to get special emojis in a newsletter or anything like that. Mine's going to consist of a lot of stuff. You're going to get free merchandise, just randomly stuff like anything I can do to help. You know what I mean? Like my Patreon will be, if you're spending it $4.99 a month, let's say, you're going to get your money's worth, an actual monetary value, not just digital bullcrap that nothing's good. You know what I mean? You won't pay shipping on anything that I give you, or whether it be merchandise, juice, anything possible. I'm going to make my Patreon worth more, money-wise, worth 4 or 5 times the amount, just to make it worth it. Not because I don't think anybody should like anybody enough and be that obsessed with anybody enough to pay someone to get nothing in return. I feel you should always get something in return. So I just want to get that out of the way. Right as of now, all I have linked in it is my Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. Okay, that's all I have right now. I've yet to set up a Patreon, yet to set up a PayPal or a donate page or anything like that. If I ever do accept donations, all the proceeds will not go to me, ever. And I will prove that on paper if I have to and mark out my information. It'll go towards giveaways and back towards the community. So I'm just saying that, if that ever happens. But for now, right now, the most you might have to do is, if you're international and you win something, I'll work with you on shipping. I get pretty good shipping rates because I ship a lot of stuff. I do wholesale and stuff like that. I deal with a lot of different stuff, so I'll work with you on shipping. So it's not going to be as expensive as most stuff. But if you're international, some things can be almost more expensive than a mod to ship. It just depends on where you're at. So I mean, it depends. And in some states you have to be 18, some states you have to be 21. It all depends. So I just say average, you have to be 21 years or age or older to enter my giveaways. So start of this video had to be it, but I needed you to get a little background on myself before, so my reviews, because like I said, all you have to do to enter a giveaway is like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, and follow my social media and leave a comment on there. So most of the mods except the topside squonk basically are included in the giveaways. I literally still have 5 of these. I put in the Aegis Solo for beginners video. It's not just for beginners, because I'll show you in a minute how it performs. It's basically my go-to right here, the setup. Like, if you get just as much vapor production and flavor if you do off the drag tube with the Falcon tank. So it's a no joke. Coil longevity and everything. So it's the Nunchaku by Uwell and the Aegis Solo. I told people to like, comment, just leave a comment below of what colors you would like or anything like that. No one ever did, so I just went ahead and picked 5 sets of the iridescent. So the iridescent Aegis Solo and the iridescent, you can read that, it's iridescent Nunchaku tank. It'll also come with a pack of, it comes with 2 coils, Clapton coils, the Nunchaku tank does. I'll be including a pack of 5, or I think it's a pack of 4 UN2 meshed H coils. That's what I use, and a battery. You know what I mean? An 18650 battery to go in the Aegis Solo. So that's about $150 value. So, I mean, you can't beat it. But I'm going to drop the whole giveaway stuff. That's not what I'm trying to hook you with or anything. So let's jump into this mod. It's 12 minutes. We're going to shoot for 30 minutes, okay? So basically, yes, I did open this one. I had to, just because I had to. I just couldn't help myself. I opened this one, but here's the mod. I'm going to be on July 13th and the 14th. If anyone knows anything about vaping, we're all going to be at the NVE in New York at the Nassau, what's it called? Memorial, something museum type thing. I don't know what exactly it is. I can look real quick and tell you, but yeah. So before the 20th, I'm going to be uploading footage of behind the scenes and stuff at the NVE. Originally I was going to go to the Vapors Carnival, had everything set up, Airbnb, paid for my tickets, everything, and then it got all messed up. So last minute, just 3 days ago, I ordered my tickets, tried to get a spot in. It was all sold out. It's $1,500 for a 10 by 10 booth and a 6-foot table. There was none left. I mean, everyone was already at it. I mean, it goes quick. So I got back B2B, which is business to business tickets. So I'll be there from all day long. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be working on my business aspect, and then when it hits the general admission side, I'll be recording plenty of stuff. But anything I can get backstage wise and get the permission for YouTube, I'll put it on here and get you some really exclusive stuff. But let's jump into this mod. This mod is what I will be personally using at the MBE, and you will see that when you get the footage. So what we have here is the, not oh my or my or almighty, it's the Amighty. Okay, this is the gunmetal chrome version, which I didn't prefer at first. There's a black rendition. Let me tell you this now. There's a black, it's kind of got a rubberized finish, kind of. Black rendition with the carbon fiber strip on it. There's a black and red, which is the same as the black one, but the Asmodus, here, I'll get and open this up. But the Asmodus in here is red. That's what it means by black and red. But if you see it in person, it's so red. It's like a neon, almost a neon red. So it's basically almost orange. So it's hard to match with that one. And then they have an iodized finish one, which is kind of like this topside Navajo with that texture. It's like kind of like a bright blue, and it fades down into a purple. So kind of like an iridescent type kind of finish and stuff. But this one right here, I've ended up growing to like the most. And I will tell you right now, I've been fingering this all day. This is the 5th attempt of this video. The first one got ruined because of the juice I used. And about, I don't know what it almost did to me, but something very bad. I literally was very sick from it. And I will tell you about that juice in a second. But as you can see, I've been fingering this all day. I'll do it now. People keep saying it's a fingerprint magnet, but I can't get a fingerprint to stick to it. So I'm going to say that's false. They just, I would say they weren't touching it enough or anything to see, but you can see that thing's shiny as can be. I've roughed it up. I've been using it for quite a while now, and it does not have a scratch on it, or even, this finish is a very high quality finish. And there, like, I don't care. You can see there's no fingerprints on there. It's just shiny everywhere. Literally, it doesn't have, it's not a fingerprint magnet at all. So let's just jump right into this, okay? This is the Asmodus. All right, let's put the back of this package up here. Let me get it to zoom in. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the tough part. This is going to take up part of the video right here. I hate doing this. It's so bright in here now with these lights. It's so hard. Let me do this real quick. Let me put it down. I got these shades on. I'm going to take them off because this bright light kills me. So let me get this to get on there. Let me turn it this way. I don't know why. I just got it perfectly before I did this. I tested it. All right. Amighty 100 TC. Just read that. Powered by a GX 100 UTC chip. I'll just read it to you. It's you can just pause the video and see. Powered by a GX 100 UTC chip. Requires one high drain flat top 21700, 2700, or 18650 size vape certified battery. Output power range is 5 to 100 watts. Output power range in temperature control mode is 5 to 60 watts, which isn't a bad thing. Acceptable atomizer resistance is 0.1 up to 0.3 ohms. Okay. Temperature control mode is 572 degrees Fahrenheit or 300 degrees Celsius, which is quite common. Color display screen is an intuitive high definition, and that is very true. It's the most vivid quality display around right now. Like, not on everything, but as of late, yes, it's very nice. It's so bright that it's going to be very hard for you to see. I have to turn the brightness down to 0 for it to even pick up on my camera. It's so bright you can use it as a flashlight at nighttime. So, supports TCR, TFR mode, and a variety of heating elements. Supports curve mode, supports puffs, clears, and limit functionality. Upgradable firmware support. Charging parameters. DC at 5 volts is 1 amp. So, that when you plug it into the mod, it's charging at 1 amp, which isn't a bad thing, but I don't recommend charging your mod with the USB cord that comes with it. I call it an upgrade cord, not a charging cord. Maximum output voltage is 7.5 volts, which is good. Maximum output current is 35 amps, which is good. Input voltage is 3.2 to 4.2 volts, which is good. Which is normal. Display operating current 25 milliamps. You don't know nothing about that. These things are the standby operating current 350 UA. You ain't gonna know what that means. Standby time 30 to 67 screen timeout. Fire and cutoff time 10 seconds. Which on this mod you'll never hit 10 seconds. I hit mostly at 3 or 4. Working efficiency is 94%. And when I tested it, I forgot to tell you, but I also test on electric. I know one other YouTuber does this. I checked, and I would put up the readings I had out on the computer screen, but that was just mumbo jumbo and confusion and everything. But it reads temperature control very actively. The best thing about this is the ohm reading quality. This thing reads ohms like no other, and I will show you that in this video. So we're gonna go ahead and take this apart. So we just pull it like this. Sorry, my fingers are really greasy. I just put lotion on. So the battery door comes off a little easier than you think, but not that easy where it's gonna fall off. So I got to grab it just right. So let me grab my shirt because my fingers are too greasy. All right, so you can get it off quite easy. If you open this up, we're gonna set this mod down. If you look right here, the first thing is watch open it up like over something because this is gonna fall out of it. You have your Very nice made, silver plated, 18650 adapter sleeve. It's kind of hard to see because of the bright lights in here. Very shiny, very well made, fits well. I put the 18650 in it, but I do not use with 18650. I recommend 21700. If you're using 18650 or 2700, don't go above 80 watts, okay? Just don't, because the battery's going to heat up and stuff like that. So there is right here, and I want to point this out. If you look at the bottom of this, the positive connection, there's a little plastic ring around it. Looks like an O-ring. I don't know if you can see that or not. Do you see that little lip right there? If you're not careful with certain batteries, there's a certain way you got to put these batteries in and take them out. So I'm just going to grab this battery because this battery seems to fit in it the best. Not that it doesn't take, every 21700 will fit, but the Galaxy S35, which is very comparable to the Samsung 30T. It's a 30 amp battery and 40 amp max. So basically, yeah, the 21700 is a 35 amp, but we'll go ahead and put this in. What you want to do is right here, there's a sterling silver negative contact, and you see it. It's got a very long throw on it. It's kind of stiff because I haven't broken it in that much yet. But when you put the battery in, you want to push in at the bottom. You don't want to push the battery all the way in like this or like this, and then push down because then you're going to, on that little lip right there, you're going to mess up your insulator ring right here. So you want to kind of push it in with the bottom right there, and then it just, boom, slides right in. Look at that. Solid. No play at all. Not coming out whatsoever. So we're going to put the sleeve back on, just if I had it right, and go ahead and click it into place. Look at that. No battery rattle. Nothing. No movement. Nothing. Nice weight to it. Not overweight, but it's heft and you know it's there. So it is zinc alloy, but it's the coating on it so thick that it's really like you're not ever going to be able to tell it's zinc alloy unless you look on inside the battery. But also the battery tray, everyone says it's plastic. It's actually an ABS type of like integral polymer, like they kind of use on gun handles and stuff. So it's not cheap plastic, and it's also fire resistant. So if you didn't know that, kind of like what the battery chargers are made out of. So we're going to make this short and sweet. It's a simple menu, but I want to show you all the options. So let me go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the Asmodus logo, and the first thing I have to do is hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got to go over here, and I got to check because it's so bright I can't even see. I got to turn that down to 0, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. And these touchscreen is very smooth. If you do it slowly, it's no problems at all. So don't let people say, see, that's at, look at that, look, that's a 10. It's so bright you can't read it. So I'm going to turn it down all the way to 0. At 0, you're able to read it, okay? So we're going to hit this. We got that set, and we're going to hit it again. So we're at power 72 watts. It's the mod is so shiny, and my camera's a good camera, and the audio is obviously very loud. So I got orange, which is the most eligible, and sometimes if I turn it to the side, I can get it to catch. But the mod is just so shiny, it's so hard to get it to focus on that and not the shine of the mod. All right, right there. You see how vivid that display is. It's got your power, your volts, your ohms. And you see it doesn't say 9.99 ohms on there. And that's because it's got an accurate, different kind of reading system in here. I didn't clear the last puffs I just did. I always clear the puffs before I do a video. And it's got your time of puff and how many puffs you got. And then if you slide down, it's unlocked. You slide down, it goes from hard, normal, soft preheats. And then if you slide over, you got temp mode, curve mode, TCR, TFR. See, I got out of focus now. So them are the main things right there. So we're back to power mode. So if we go 1, 2, 3, it's system's locked. And go right here, it's going to do nothing. So if you want to put it in your, I just tapped it too much. 1, 2, 3. System locked. So if it's in your pocket, it's not ever going to fire. I got nothing to worry about. But what I will say is the thing's so flush, the button's so flush and clicky that it would be hard to auto fire in your pocket anyway. But it is pocketable. It's very small. But what I'm saying here, I'll get into the important stuff. So we'll unlock it. There's the main menu. Okay, there's the power button. If you want to turn it off, just push it and hold it and system off. That's how you turn the mod off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to get this zoomed in. So we got it basically zoomed in pretty good. But so this is the main thing I want to tell you. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. So we got to unlock the mod. And don't do it like a cell phone. Do it really quick because it's not a $900 cell phone. So just go slowly and then it'll unlock. And then you just touch the wattage. And wattage up, wattage down, goes up to 100, all the way down to 5. And then for the mouth lungers out there, it does go in 0.1 increments all the way up to 10. And then from 10 on up, it does go in 1 watt increments all the way up to 100. So we're going to put it on 30. Well, now I'll just go ahead and put it up to 70 because that's what I'm going to be vaping on. Because I did it. I had to tank this. It sounds like I'm recommending for this, but I'm not wasting another coil, another juice. This is my 5th time recording this video, and we're at 24 minutes. So, all right, I'm gonna get the last little bit in real quick. So we're at 70 watts. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and grab this tank. If you're not wondering, it comes with the kit comes with the Asmodus Viento tank. If you look at the starter kit, the Viento tank is it's a nice tank and all, but the coils are just not up to par. The flavor's not the best. I'm not saying anything bad about it. If you're just an average vapor and just want a normal average vape, then fine. Accept that, get the kit. You're not going to regret it or nothing like that. But if you want optimal flavor, optimal saving money and all that stuff, your best option is to use a better quality tank, whether it be the Valerian, the Freemax, a Crown tank. It's just anything that's well known as a good tank. But what I use is the King. And by King, everybody knows I love the Falcon. And what matches better than a gunmetal chrome Falcon King? Right now in here, I'm rocking the M1 Plus coil, which I did have someone run to the shop and grab some more, cut a bunch of coils for me. So I just ran out doing this video. Sorry, I got the receipt. I don't want my name showing. I actually turned the bag the wrong way. I got some M1 Plus coils and the M Duals. So I already opened up a pack of M Duals. They're right here. So I'll show you what the M Dual is. All right, now the M Dual coil for the Falcon King, it is a true mesh, just like the M1, but it's a 0.38 ohm. But the M1 Plus is a 0.16 ohm. Okay, so the difference is when you're running this in this mod, it's running and at 70 watts, it's pushing 5.5 to 6 volts to fire it, and there's not a noticeable difference in flavor really. And you're running a very high watt. Look at that. That's true mesh. Let me get it to zoom in again. It's true mesh, and you can see that literally. It's not chain link, nothing like that. Look at it. I got it once there. I'll get it closer again and get it. See that mesh? That's true. Sorry about the camera, but that's true mesh. Just trust me on that, okay? So, and it's also a really big coil compared to, I'll get an M1 out, and I'm just going to waste the M1. I don't even care. I got access to these, so it's no big deal. Here's a brand new package of M1s. They are the bamboo fiber, and I will tell you while I'm talking and stuff, here's an M1 coil, M1 Plus coil. All right, it looks like the original M1, but it's got, see how fine that mesh is? And it's got thicker cotton. It's a lot different, and it's a lot better, especially with the bamboo fibers. And the reason... I'm going to put this back in here now. Let me see. All right. You want to keep them sealed to keep your stuff clean, but I'll put it in something really quick soon enough to where nothing's going to happen. Or if you put your coil in and use some juice and you don't like it, just take it out, get some distilled water only, fill a small saucepan up, a non-Teflon, a stainless steel saucepan with no chemicals in it. I always make sure it's stainless steel. I'm putting the M1 coil box back up and the M duals back up. All right. Okay. All right. I just want to tell you this. Take about this much water in a pan, boil it, let it boil for about 3 to 5 minutes so to boil off any impurities, even in the distilled water. Then pop your coils in, boil them for between 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how long you use the coil for. Even when the coil is like done and burnt out, you can get a couple of days extra use out of it if you boil it like that. But if you're just using it if you vape it for like an hour with the wrong kind of juice and you don't like it, you can just boil it in distilled water and it's fine. And just let it dry out. Let it dry out completely. You don't want to be vaping on water or nothing. Let it dry out, or you dry it with a hair dryer or whatever, and it's back to new. So there's a difference between using a burnt coil and boiling it and a regular coil. So sorry I'm going in such in depth, but I will say what the Falcon King comes with. Open this up. It does come with the 0.38 dual coil installed. I took that out and put the M1 Plus in it. Comes with an extra gasket, which is not like the smock gaskets or any other kind of gaskets. It's a really hard silicone, and like if you remember the smock tanks, and every time you use it, you'd have to it would get pushed down. Every once in a while you'd have to take your coil master or a coiling tool or anything and pull that rubber gasket up so it would have a little tension on it so it wouldn't leak. But these work perfectly. So I'm going to put this back in there. There's your extra 4 mil glass. It's 4 mils with the straight glass, 6 mils with the bubble glass. We're going to leave the bubble glass on here. Let me get this put back in there, okay? I want to keep this stuff organized because if not, I lose everything. It doesn't matter, but I mean, I hate losing stuff around my house. It just drives me crazy. But same original packaging, just a little bit bigger, same as the Artisan Edition. If you can't tell, this isn't nowhere near all of them. I bought so many of the these. It's not even funny. I got like 10 of the black and gray ones to match my drag too. It's black and gray of the artisan editions, and I have plenty of other colors too. But I usually have them for a bunch of different flavors. But somehow I like this flavor so much that it ended up in all my tanks. So it's kind of like pointless. But all right, there's the Fountain King thing. It tells you Fountain King here. It tells you about the wood, the bamboo, cotton, and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and click the mod on. Okay, if you see right now, it's reading. You can see that it's 0 ohms. Okay, it's not saying 9.999 or 9.99. So we're gonna screw this on here. And once you screw the tank on there, it's not going to read nothing. You hit this once, and it's going to read. It's reading 0.14. And I will show you on my Coil Master that is completely accurate. The one thing I'll tell you, and the only thing that I need to go through to tell you about this, to actually show you, is I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the power menu. That's just shut it off. Okay. We're going to go over one. That's your edit tool. Okay. It's a little pencil. That is for your puff limit, okay? So hit it again. Go over one. That is your brush. It looks like a little broom. So you click that, you can clear your puffs, okay? So go over again. You have your eco mode. Do not put this in eco mode. It's meant to save battery, but the only way to get it out of eco mode is a long process of hitting the button 5 times, going back to eco mode, turn eco mode off, get out of the screen, all that stuff. So I just don't recommend it. I see why they put it on there, but it's kind of pointless. This little screen on drain, there's a little cloud. You click on that. That's your upgrade. Go over one more. That is your version. That is going to be your firmware chip ID and all that nonsense. Go over again. There's your color, your different colors. You can pick orange. You can pick red. Pick blue, green, purple, white. And the white is so bright it's annoying. So I'm going to keep it on orange so you can see it a little better. Then we're going to go over again. You have your brightness, which you see right now, we have it on 0. Hit that. Go over again. This is the whole menu. So if you want to learn more about temperature control and all that stuff, there's your lock button. So if you click that, there's slide and then there's click. But click means like you know how I unlocked it like this, it's sliding down slowly and then changing the presets like that. If you put it click, you got to tap it 3 times. And sometimes when you do that, it doesn't recognize it fast enough. You just got to keep tapping it like really fast, like blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So in order to stop that, just use the slide. Just go slow, and it's easier. And sometimes you actually end up messing with the wattage when you keep tapping it and it unlocks. Then you hit the watt button. So I leave it in slide. So we're gonna click that again. Go over one more. There's your little clock. That's your timeout. I got it on 60 seconds right now because I'm doing a video and I don't want it cutting out on me. But it goes down to 30 seconds. So we'll hit that again. Go over, and then you have your ohm reading. Okay, this is important. So if you're in temperature control and only temperature control mode, okay. Sorry, I'm getting really towards the end of the video. It's already 32 minutes, so let me get this out of the way. Ohm reading, okay. When you click the ohm button, there's your resistance. You can adjust it, but that's for temperature control, okay. Do not ever adjust the coil that's automatically read on this device. We're gonna go ahead and click. It says read, reset, and adjust, okay. So go ahead and click that, and we're back to the power button. So say you're in temperature control right now. Say I was in temperature control instead of power mode, okay? And I have a 0.5 ohm build on there. Take that tank off, and I throw another 0.13 build on it. What it's not going to do is automatically read that resistance. So it's going to be firing that. If you don't do what I tell you to do, it's going to remember the resistance from before, only in temp mode, okay? This is only in temperature control mode. And this is very important I tell you this. So basically what it'll do is remember the resistance, and you're going to be firing your 0.13 build or whatever it is at 0.5 ohms. So to inhibit that, you just hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just be in the menu. It doesn't matter where you're at in the menu. Then while you're in the menu screen, then swap tanks, and then hit the button. Then they'll read your resistance in temp mode. And if you happen to do it without doing that, just hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here, I'll get it there real quick. This is very accurate with the clicks and everything. So if you actually hit system lock, system unlock, set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? So let me get over to the ohm reading. I can smell that juice all over here. Sorry guys, I'm so tired. And all right, and that's your options, okay? I showed you all the options: the power button, how to turn it off. If I get this stay zoomed, that's your ohm reading, your puff your screen timeout, your lock, how you lock your device, the slider click, the brightness, your screen color choice, your version, your upgrade, your eco mode, your puff clear, your puff clear, your puff limit, and your power menu. Your mode and turn your device off. So we're in regular power mode, 70 watts. So if I fire it, it's fired at 3.3 volts. Okay. So the reason I didn't use the M dual is because it's 0.38 ohms, but when you're firing it at 70 watts, it's firing at like 5 something volts. So flavor wise, you're not sacrificing anything. So basically, what I'm going to tell you is, like, I've thoroughly tested this device. I absolutely am in love with it. Would not recommend it if it wasn't 100% worth it. It's worth more. I would pay 3 times as much for it just to have it. It's got that pistol grip design, but it's not really. It's not that like the Smock Mag or anything that's really pistol grip. It just has the form factor that if you want to vape it with your index finger like this, it's comfortable to hold that way. Or also thumb firing it, it's meant to be comfortable so you can thumb fire. So you can thumb fire and it's comfortable the way it sits in your hand, no matter which way. It's ergonomic either way, and that was really smart on their part. And also, this is not a carbon fiber sticker like everyone says. It's glued on, so you can say it's a sticker, but carbon fiber, it's real carbon fiber. So carbon fiber, if you don't know, comes in sheets, okay? So it's just a couple ply sheet of carbon fiber. Like you can find a whole carbon fiber bumper, it's just multiple sheets glued together in different ways to make it stronger. But this is, I mean, it's not going to chip off or fall off. And on here, if you look very closely, see that Asmodus logo on there? It's so hard to see that carbon fiber is so strong they couldn't even hardly get it engraved on there. You know what I mean? So that it is a little over branded, I will say that. But you're proud of it. It's an Asmodus product. I mean, that's what makes it look cool is the Asmodus in it. It gives it that shine and gives you that red look. And on the blue one, it stands out. And you know what I mean? And on the black one, you can barely see it. So, I mean, it's not that big a deal. But match tank-wise, you have multiple options. And on here, if you didn't notice, one thing I will say about the Falcon King, if I can find it, the gunmetal version comes with this ugly green, let me tell you, this green and yellow, orange, pukey. It's like that puke-looking boo-poo drag color. So it's a resin drip tip. So I had this. So before I did this video, I went over with my buddies that makes custom drip tips for me and got this milled out of aluminum. He did this right in front of me, held my mod, and see this gunmetal on there? And this is all milled out of aluminum, solid inside aluminum, and it's an 810. So it's inside this Falcon. It doesn't have the O-ring, so you have to have the O-ring type 810s. Okay, so listen to it. It clicks in there. It clicks in there. Does not move. It has no give. Look at that wide bore in there. It's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and vape this at 70 watts. In hard mode. The reason I have it in hard mode, if I put it in normal mode, I put it at 75 watts, okay? And it doesn't, to get the equal value. So the lower the wattage, just put it in the hard mode, and it's more, it's like a kind of adjustable power curve without having to adjust the power curve. So we're going to go ahead and take a rip. Let me turn this fan off real quick. All right, I have the fan on usually, but I wanted you to see the clouds this thing produces. So I'll wait for that to stop spinning. We'll give you more of a better look. Maybe get a thumbnail out of this. But look at the beauty, how good that wonderful that matches. All right, if you're wondering, before I do this, here's an Artisan edition, and they're pretty much all identical. The resin edition, the Artisan resin edition, and the original Falcon King. They all have, and on the websites, they all say dual airflow. For some reason, I don't know why. It's got 3 airflow holes. So listen to this. Now listen to the King. Way smoother, no turbulence. This is M1 coil, okay? M1, this is M1 Plus coil. The size, okay, it's 25.4 millimeters at the base, 26.2 at the bulb glass, and 59.5 in height. If you look at both of them, they're identical in height. It's just the top cap is a little different, and I'll show you that in just one second. Let me put this Addy back over here. So this is a setup I recommend for the best output, best flavor, longevity of coils. You all know about coils, but the tank it comes with before, the big selling point on that tank of the Viento that it comes with, the kit, it does match the mod. It's really good, just like this tank does. But the one thing is the coils aren't that great at all. And it's a honeycomb mesh. It's not a true mesh, and it's baby beast compatible. So that's the best selling point to it, I guess. So not saying anything bad on this bonus part. You guys just need to work on your coils, okay? But what I will say is, please, if if you're getting babies coils, you might as well get a smock tank. So what's the point in having an osmosis tank when you're using smock coils in it when you know what they're known for? So we'll go ahead and take this at 70 watts on hard preset. That screen's on 0 right now. You should see how bright it gets. So let's take a few rips. Quick little 2.3 second rip. I mean, you'll never get 10. I don't think I get to even. I don't know. I've been vaping for years now, for a very, very long time, and I've done some crazy hits in my life. 230 watt hits. But look, watch this. I'll do it as long as I can. Look at that. That was a 3.6 second hit. There's no way I could inhale longer than that because the vapor production and taste was too strong. It was going to make me choke. But I will say, what I have in here is my two favorite juices, okay, are this cornbread pudding by Country Clouds. I'm not trying to rep them anyway or trying to sell you on this, but if you like dessert flavors, if you like any kind of dessert flavors, but this is kind of desserty, and it's just all-around all-time vape. Like, it's turned into my all-around vape, so I don't use any juice anymore. But what I do have is they have a blueberry and a strawberry cornbread pudding. Same base, still has the same taste as this, but with a hint of real strawberry and a hint of real blueberry. No cough syrupy taste to it, not overpowering in any way. But what I will say is this is in 6 milligram, this is in 6 milligram. So what I did do, since it's a Falcon tank, I don't recommend unless you got a very iron throat, is using a 6 milligram nicotine in it. So the vapor production and the monster hits you're getting off of it, it only uses a 3 milligram. That's what I'm using here. They don't sell these 60 mil bottles anymore, so I got a bunch of them. I was selling a bunch of them for cheap, but I just decided to keep all of them. So yeah, I'm just down to my last 3 bottles. And I had tons of them. So this is 3 milligram Country Clouds cornbread pudding. So that's enough of that. But this is what ruined my last video. We're at 41 minutes, so I'm going to end this video in just a second. This PB and Jam Monster. I did a review, had it perfectly done, had it a half hour long, and then I decided to hit this. All right, I do not stock this in my place of business, okay? Never been to plenty of conventions, all that stuff. And I'm turning this fan back on because I'm sweating. I'm sorry. So, long story short, if you just read right here, okay, it says size, 100 milliliters, VGPG, 75-25, grape jam, 50%, peanut butter, 25%, and toast, 25%. It's supposed to taste like an Uncrustable, okay? That's what everyone's saying, but it was so harsh. It's a 6 milligram nicotine. I was told, I bought this personally, my own money for $14.99, okay? That's at full price at the shop I got it at. It was a friend of mine, okay? Let's just say that. So I put it in with the M dual coil, started breaking it in, and I was getting harsh hits. But when I cranked that up to 80 and took a hit of this, if you're into burnt toast, it does taste like peanut butter. It does taste like grape jam. It does taste like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But the toast to it and the nicotine is so harsh, it's like a burnt. It's like you take an Uncrustable and then thaw it out and throw it in the toaster, and it's almost black. Like, instead of toast, they should have made it a bread or a creamy dough or something in there. Then it would be good. But do I recommend this? If you're into like toasty foods and stuff like that, and kind of a bitterness or something like that, and it's not a creamy peanut butter taste. It's more of a peanut flavor, or like a peanut and an almond and a cashew mixed, but kind of in a roasted way, like a roasted peanut or something. I don't know how to explain it. But the jam part is on point. It tastes like Welch's squeezed grape jelly, the squeeze bottle grape jelly, instead of jam. It doesn't taste like jam. It tastes like jelly, like the sweet jelly. You know what I mean? So they nailed that part. But that's what ruined my last video. Then the other 2 videos I did after that, I had some robot voice going on in it, and I had it down. We're at 43 minutes now. So basically, what I went through is like I've told you. Okay. I've tested this mod. Got a bunch of the pre-production versions, did everything I possibly could to test them, tested a bunch of the finalized products. So like I said, my reviews are never done. They're always put out later than everybody else. The reason I don't do it, if I were to, as soon as I were to get one, put it online, I'd get tons of views. That's not my goal here. My goal is to advise you on the best possible products I can get. As you can see on my channel, I literally have the time and place and stuff to completely put every new product out there on the market. I could do that. But right now, like I said, the market's leaning more towards these single 21700 mods because the ergonomics of it, it's capable of putting out 100 watts. And when you put this at 100 watts, like on my 0.11 builds and stuff like that, I actually got to turn it down because it's putting out more than 100 watts. I know that for a fact, okay? And you can watch many reviews on that. So I've been using this battery all day without charging it, and I did at least 100 to 200 puffs, and it's not even budged a bit. So, and that's the Galicia S35. And look, when I fire it, it's 3.34 volts constantly every time. So now it's 0.7 seconds. So 1.4 at 1.14 ohms. Okay. So like I said, very accurate ohm reading. Nicely built. Wonderful display. Wonderful touchscreen features. Nice firing button. Beautifully handcrafted. Beautifully crafted. Not a fingerprint magnet. Nice ergonomic grip and feel. Really powerful machine. Mod, really powerful mod. Also, it doesn't chip or anything like that. It doesn't scratch easy. I've had it in my pocket with rough stuff, all types of stuff. The screen doesn't have any scratches on it. I mean, none of that junk. You know what I mean? So, mostly you're gonna use it in power mode. Is why I didn't do. I don't even have my. I've never even put a curve on here or nothing. I just do the preheats and wattage. So. Basically 70 watts with the M1 Plus coil, and here's the feature of the Falcon tank. And I'm going to do this one time, but I usually catch it with my finger. Watch this. See how fast it's such a strong spring. So what you got to make sure you hear that click. What I do is I let my hand slide like this. I don't like to let it jerk like that, but it's a very strong spring. So I'm going to click it back closed, and you can do that with this tank without it leaking. You usually have to close the airflow, but I'm going to go ahead and. All day, every day. All right, so once again, in my giveaways, I still have plenty of these. Like I said, I'm starting a Patreon account or a PayPal or something like here. Like I told you previously in this video, I'm not out to get your guys' money, okay? I just legally have to charge you a fee, and the Patreon is the cheapest way possible. So I will be starting that, and like anything that's donated to me or anything like that, like with your Patreon, it will be worth what you're getting. If not, just cancel it. I'm not about that. But if you want a chance to score any of these, just go ahead. I'd have to order these, but the other mods, like for instance, not the top side, excluding the top side, the Armor Pro. I did a review on that within a Chucky by UL tank. That's the Aegis Solo within a Chucky UL tank. That's like here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick. This is 45 watts. With a UN2 mesh coil and a cornbread pudding. Watch this. Same flavor, same everything I'm getting off that, and the coils last just as long. The ULs are known for their tank. This Nunchaku is just my all-time, besides Falcon, my favorite tank. So that's at 45 watts. Look, that's the difference between 45 watts and 70. So I wish the coils were like that. I wish I could do 45 watts on the Falcon and get that flavor. It's just not built for that. So I also have that same tank on the Armor Pro. This is also at 45 watts. This also does super player mode and lets you do down to 0.03 ohm builds on here. So I'm just going to uncap that and go. That's a strawberry cornbread pudding, and I figured out how to get the time on this. So when I tell you this, now I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just gonna finish this review. So remember, if you want, just all right. Before I told people, if you want to enter the giveaway, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on my social media links, which are down below. My Instagram, my Twitter, and my Discord. Just leave a comment down below, and the Asmodus Amighty kit, the Aegis Solo, or just tell me which one you like out of all of these that I reviewed. Just check out the reviews. The Armor Pro, it's the smallest of all of them, and it's a 21700, built very nicely, very, very good mod. The Aegis Solo, the Armor Pro, and I do have, I did tell everyone to comment. Please comment whether you would like, what colors you would like in the comments, so I know what to grab from the shop and give away. So I chose for you guys the iridescent, the Chucky UL tank, the near iridescent Aegis Solo, and also include a 18650 battery and a pack of the UN2 mesh coils. Okay, and that's what gives you that vapor production. But it also comes with 2 claptonized Canthal, like more of this lower vape for a mouth to longer. So that's what I'm saying. It's a beginner up to put this in and you're cranking like you would be on an RDA or something like that. Same flavor, like literally, like no joke. I know what I'm talking about. So I didn't just put these 2 random things together and just come up with it. And also on this, I will say this about this. If you put on this Crown 3 lid, close off the airflow, and put it in water, not telling you to do this, pull it up, open it back up, you can vape it. I don't know if there's any water in it, but I've never noticed any, okay? I'm just saying, don't do it. But I think I figured out a way to make your tank waterproof. I'm not saying it's indestructible. I did put a protective rub from a company I know, Vaporfly, and it protects it. You hear that? It's hitting rubber. If it ever falls, it's not going to break the glass. So there you go on that. So like I said, just like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell, follow my social media links, and just comment whatever mod you like, whatever type of vaping you're into, just any kind of comment whatsoever. And I'll either do a randomized pick or just, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm just at least comment something. Like, subscribe, and comment. When you comment, just say subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed so I know that you subscribe. So my giveaways are legitimate, like I told you. I gave away over $30,000 on the gaming channel, and these are all, that's over 20 grand worth of PlayStation Store cards, $50 each, and all those, plus all these Amazon, and I got another box of Amazon cards. This is big. I was pumping $500 in at the time, giving away like $50 every half hour on my 4-hour live streams. Like, it's ridiculous. I had 450 something giveaway videos. They started flagging them for artificial traffic spam, so I had to delete them all and just keep the actual winner giveaways and just kept a few of them. But long story short, that's not what I'm about. So you know what I'm all about. I've told you about me. Sorry this video is so long. I just had to tell you a little bit about myself and how I know about these products and what I do before I'm actually bringing you the product. So I only review what I think is the best of the best, what I personally use, I love this mod so much that out of all my mods I have, this is going with me to the MVE convention, along with a bottle of the Country Clouds 3 milligram, a couple of 21700s, and my eFest Luck 2 charger. And I'm going to be on the road because I'm not flying, I'm driving because I love driving. Also comes with a charge cable. Just plug this into it. Plug it into your cigarette lighter, and it charges up to 4.2 volts. It tells you at the top when it's at a full 4.2 volts, and it does half amp charging and 1 amp charging. I charge mine at half amps, and it does it within a half hour or so, 21700. So awesome charger for $19.99. I got a bunch of the 4-bay ones, a bunch of the 2-bay ones. I got tons. There's 1, 2, 3 of them here. I just use tons of these, so I recommend them over any. So like I said, it's the Asmodus Amighty box mod. TC box mod, it'll say right here. I'll go ahead and show you the box. 100 Mighty 100 watt. There's your Asmodus logo. There's your branding right there. Your 3D logo right there to know it's not counterfeit. Your scratch off code, I already checked it. And then on this side it says 21 and up in Asmodus. So check your state, and I will confirm it. You have to be 18 to 21 years old to enter the giveaway, and I will need proof of that. So. Yeah, so besides that, like I said, that's in the review. I can't say much more about this than this is just a 100% awesome, recommended from me vaporizer, box mod. One of the best I've seen in a long time. So let's go ahead and have another vape. Sorry, I got the fan on. We're going to chain vape. Wicked wonderful. no hands. Look at that. Look how much vape juice I've got. I filled that completely up before I did this video. There's just I've done it back to back so many times. No dry hits whatsoever. The BAM, and the last thing I will say, I was told by the Horizon Tech, by Falcon, okay, that everyone says, I don't know why the bamboo is better. Okay, if everyone knows what bamboo is, it's from China, okay? There's bamboo here too, but bamboo is known, it's very, very strong, okay? Try to cut that with a machete. Maybe fresh grown, but the dried bamboo, now when it's broken up into fibers, it's very absorbent, but also very resilient to heat, more than wood pulp. Wood pulp is just what they make paper out of. Is wood pulp. It's called parchment. You know what I mean? So basically, it's more resilient to heat off the coils. So with that wood pulp, it just helps with the absorption and longevity of the life because it's more heat resilient. Do you see what I'm saying? So that is the whole science behind it. There's no really science behind it. Bamboo will last longer than wood pulp. You know what I mean? It is a type of wood, but it's very, very strong. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever felt a piece of dry bamboo? Feels like a piece of metal. You know what I mean? And if you ever hit it against something, it splinters it so hard. It's not soft enough to break or crack or anything like that. It literally splinters where it'll cut you. You know what I mean? So that's behind that. So once again, having a look at the screen, the display. Let me get it up here one more time. Clear. There you go. That's at 0 screen. So, and we gotta rub it. Just go down, and now I didn't do it. It's unlocked. So there we go. And just to show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power off. System off, and you're ready to go. Or you can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get it on. Click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lock your device. Put it in your pocket. Nothing's gonna happen. But I never even do that. I just go ahead and throw it in my pocket. You know what I mean? Because 1, 2, 3. It's very click accurate. So if you over click it, it's not gonna work. So you gotta count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do it slow, and then just click it again. Or 1, 2, 3. Lock it. 1, 2, 3. Unlocked. See what I'm saying? And then or you unlock it like so. Just do it slow, and then you got it just fine. So I'm gonna relock it by clicking it, and that relocks it. So we're gonna have one more vape, and I'm out of here. So I pretty much hope I described everything. It's a 55-minute long video. I'm sorry about the length of it. I'll leave it in the description that you can fast forward or whatever. But I basically had to tell you about it all. You know what I mean? So I recommend the Falcon King gunmetal tank with it. Get whatever colors your heart desires. If you don't care about matchy, put whatever you want on here. It will work. So dripper. I've used my Profile Unity RTA. The mesh. I've used my Serpent Elevate. My Goon 25mm RDA, my Profile RDA, my Drop Dead, my Dead Rabbit, my Drop RDA, the Recurve. I mean, I've used everything on this, but this is by far my favorite setup. The Falcon King with the M1 Plus bamboo coil and the gunmetal finish. It's matchy. It's not too big. It's pocketable, very durable, wonderful, beautiful, awesome mod. Awesome. 100% recommend it. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below, and your comment just say subscribe, and then just leave whatever mod you like that I reviewed lately, besides the Topside Squonk by Dogpo, okay? Except that one. So this is a single 21700, but I got to work some stuff out with that one. So I do have one Drag 2, so if you're that Drag 2 fan, I have an identical one as this, brand new in the box. So yeah. The Armor Pro Aegis Solo and the Asmodus Amighty. Okay? So, once again, it's a touchscreen. Multitude of options, but it's got the main thing you need. Power mode. Reads resistance very well. So, we're going to go ahead and take one more rip, and we're going to jump out of here. So, I can go on and on. So, I was going to show you on my own reader how accurate it is, but I don't even need to do that. So, and if anyone that watched Profile Unity RTA, I did rewind while I was editing it. I did stop it at one frame. I found in one frame at one angle it had a slight hairline crack in it. So I don't know where Watofo sends me this in the mail. A replacement 3.5 ml glass, like bubble wrap. This is a small bubble wrap. So thank you for that. Shout out to Watofo for that. And other than that, let's have one more vape. I'm out of here. Once again, it's just Tap Vapes. Flavors hitting me. All right. Love y'all. Please, just come on, man. I'm excited to give some of this stuff away. I've been sitting with these Aegis Solos for so long. I'm just going to start giving them to friends if that's not the case. So, like I said, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Just hit subscribe leave subscribe in your comment. Tell me your preferred mod, how you vape, what types of vapes you like. Just all that stuff. Just anything you want to comment, go ahead and do that. With that being said, this is Tap Vapes, and I am out. Peace.